All right, Carlisi here with another video. We are at 9.25 hours. I really tried my hardest to get to 10, but my birthday was the 28th and time got away, but we're still making good progress. Someone commented on my last video wanting to know which guitar I play, and that's a great question. I probably should have said that earlier or somewhere so you know, but it is a PRS SE24 Paul Reed Smith. I have no idea who he is. I do know that I'm a big John Mayer fan, and John Mayer plays this guitar. So there's the PRS 24 SE. I don't know what color this is, but a kind friend of mine who's a guitarist has a bunch of guitars and sold me one of these. So I got this at a pretty decent price. Let's show you here this guy. This is a Fender Frontman 20G. Got that on Amazon for a quick 90 bucks, I think, or something like that. So that's what I'm working with. Nothing fancy. I don't even know how to restring a guitar. I paid the local guitar shop to do this. I think that may be on my list of things eventually. Let's learn how to do, but we're trying to get to the blues. So I got to speed run this knowledge thing, I suppose. Oh yeah, and I'm rocking a basic little pick, and got a basic little Korg tuner. Nothing fancy. So I have learned bar chords. We are a bar chord extraordinaire master now, kinda. This is way harder than the open chords. I'm having a real problem, and give me any tips below if you know. There's a problem with there's like a pain that happens, like kind of in here, up here. I don't know if it's because I'm squeezing so hard, or that's just something that gets better over time. I'm not sure, but I learned a good chunk of the notes on the sixth string, and I learned a couple good chunk of notes on the fifth string. But really, it was just the five forms of bar chords on the sixth, five forms of bar chord on the fifth. So technically, even though they're the same chords open but in a different place, if you add that 10 to the 21, I know 31 chords now, which is pretty nice, I would say. So we'll let that count. So I'm gonna go through them. Hopefully, I remember them. It's a heck of a lot harder than I thought. I thought that it would be to my advantage having bigger fingers. Bar chords would be easier, but they are still pretty hard. So we got the major on the six, minor, got the major seven. Oh, and then the minor seven. And then everyone's favorite, the sus chord. Hold on. That one's hard. Hold on, let's regather. We'll do it right. We'll do it live. We'll do it right. That B string, the first and second string are hard to squeeze in on that. And then, okay, that should be five, if my math is correct. Now let's go to the A string. The fifth string bar chords, I think, are a little bit harder than the sixth string bar chords. But we'll start with the minor, since that's the easiest one. Here's a B minor. Not bad. B minor seven. B major seven. It's hard to get that clear. B sus, which is a real Spider-Man form. Look at that, huh? It's a claw. Doesn't sound the prettiest. There's still some, it just hurts. And then lastly, maybe one of the worst ones, because You look at this. Gotta squeeze these in here to do a major bar chord here. So if I can, I don't know how I'm gonna get better at that placement. Let's see here. Okay. Doesn't sound good. That one's hard. A lot of them are hard. So hey, if you got any tips, like I was mentioning, with how to strengthen the snappers, the clippy snappers here, if there's any tips or like if there's some type of device I should get, I feel like I'd like to use bar chords a lot more because doing a D, and if I can just go here for D, I don't know, I feel better about that maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's just easier to do the open chord. So that's the progress so far. Next week, I'm excited to get over 10 hours, which is something I probably have never done before. Like I said, I picked up guitar, dropped it. A lot of things I picked up and dropped. This is probably the most consistent I've been with guitar. And then the big thing I'm looking forward to is learning blues. That's like my main goal out of all of this is to be able to play blues guitar. But I need to learn the fundamentals first, of course. In the learn and master guitar thing I'm going through, we're on session 8, and we are 1, 2, 3 away from the pentatonic scale, which is pretty big for blues, and then 5 away from playing the blues at the title, playing the blues. So hopefully, in a couple weeks here, maybe a week or two, I'll be starting my journey into blues guitar. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for the feedback. And if you have any tips, please post them in the comments. I appreciate that. See you next week.